Hi guys! Over the last week, I've been transforming an empty room into my home office / YouTube studio / writing office, and I filmed it along the way so that I could show you the process. A decade and
a new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive.
Hi guys, my name is Mika and I recently moved from a small studio apartment into a 2-bedroom bungalow, and the part of the move that I'm the most excited about is this room. So I lived in my old space for about 5.5 years, and coming from such a small space to having an entire room dedicated to your home office is pretty exciting. And I know the feeling that I want in here. So I want it to be functional and comfortable, cozy, peaceful, organic, with a touch of enchanted. So to get that enchanting feeling, I think would be pretty easily accomplished with some little white LED lights, the little white fairy lights. And I made a video previously about why I had to move, but the move was really sudden. That combined with also coming from a small space, I just don't have that much in this room. I think there's some things I'll have to get. And so therefore, I've set myself a $500 budget to make this room functional and optimize it to support me in my work for the time that I'm here. And this room will have 3 functions. The first, it'll be my writing office. So writing and researching and editing. Then the second, it'll be my home office for my local small business, and that's a professional organizing business. And then the third function will be a YouTube studio. So because of the YouTube portion, I really wanted to focus a lot of attention in this back wall that you see. So, and like effort. So when I walk into the room, that's the first thing that I see, but also for you watching my future videos, I want to give that enchanting, cozy, comfortable, organic vibe. So hopefully we could pull it off. What I'm thinking is to get 2 long oak colored shelves to put in the back here. And then throughout the video, I'll be bringing in my things and then my books and my plants and styling those shelves. And then to put 2 lush floor plants here, then hang that painting on that wall in the corner. So come along with me as I transform this room, and let me show you the state of the room right now. So I'm standing at the front door of the room right now, and on this side, there's the closet and the door. The closet is currently empty. Here's the wall where I'd like to spend attention and time and focus, and I've already put up some painter's tape just to mark areas where the shelves could possibly go. That painting, I thought it would be nice to hang in this corner. And then here's the wall with just the window. Here's a great place, I think, for the YouTube equipment to go. I have 2 big umbrella lights that I'll bring in and set up. But for now, the camera and the ring light are already set up to film the intro and then also the previous video that I posted. And then this desk and the chair are new, and I'm so excited about this desk. So for the longest time, for like years, I've been wanting a big executive desk that I could just spread out on and oak color on top. And so that's that. And then the chair is very comfortable. So those are the first 2 things to come out of the $500 budget. And I was thinking we get the basics into the room before we bring in the little things to start styling the things from my old apartment. And so now that we have the desk and the chair, I think we can bring in the shelves, the floor plants, and then probably the umbrella lights, and then style. So let's go shopping for some shelves.
Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know, man, passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can't find myself. I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Hello, bud. So I just unloaded the car from the IKEA trip, and I bought 2 lac shelves and then this floor protector mat for the underneath the chair. The lac shelves, I've actually been eyeing these for like almost a decade, and I never had a place to put them that made sense. So here we are. It's so pretty. I just like the color and the texture of them, and then also the simplicity of the floating shelves. One is still packaged, but the other one I unpackaged because I wanted to see what the bracket in the back looked like. But this is what it looks like. And then here's the floor protector mat, and that'll go underneath the chair and just protect the carpet. So these 3 things will come off of our budget. And before we get to hanging up the shelves, let's hang up this painting first. So this is a really meaningful painting because my dad painted it, and it's supposed to be me off the grid, relaxing with a book. And I lived nomadically for a few years, and that's why he painted this, and I love it. Anyways, I've put a nail in the wall already in the corner next to the window, so we can just hang that now. There we go. And now for the shelves. So first, after playing around with the laser level for a while, I figured out where I want the bottom shelf to go, and the laser is showing where as it runs through the tapes. Then I took the measuring tape and just marked the center of the shelf, and then also the center of the wall where the shelf will go so that they match up. Then I used a stud finder to find the studs, and the studs are basically 2x4s behind the wall, and they should be spaced 16 inches apart. Then I marked each stud with 2 vertical pieces of painter's tape. So in between the 2 vertical pieces of painter's tape, that's where the stud is. So I found all the studs in the wall, and then I put the bracket up to the wall, and I ran into a little issue where the holes in the bracket, there's so many holes, but they don't align with the studs. So I Googled it, and then other people have had the same issue with this bracket. So there's various options, but I think the easiest thing for me to do is to go take these 2 brackets over to my friend's house who lives close by and has a lot of tools, and then just drill 2 new holes in each one. That way they'll align with my studs. So let's go do that right now. And now I'm back, and we can start drilling the holes and screwing in the bracket. The bracket is now on, and here are where the studs are. And then here are the 2 holes that I drilled. And before I put in all the screws, I'll just make sure that it's level, which it is. So now I'll loosen the screws just enough to peel off the painter's tape, and then screw in all the remaining screws, nice and tight. So here's the shelf, and it's up, and it's nice and level, and I've brought in a few things, some stacks of books and then another plant, and what I want to do is to try to set it on that shelf and then use the laser level and figure out where the other shelf should go, what would look good. So that's what we'll do next. Okay, I've just put them on there so everything's temporarily on there, and let's take a look at with the laser level to see what looks the best. Let's take a look at the laser level through the camera to make sure that it's going to be in frame. So this is a laser level, and there's a light coming out of here. It's a green LED light, and what you do is you can place it and to shine on the wall, and then it'll show you where the other shelf is, and basically it's self-leveling. So if I put this just on my desk without touching it, it self-levels, and then it stops blinking because that means it's level. But if I hold it and it's not quite level, it'll blink just to show that it's off. But for these purposes, it's okay if it blinks for our purposes because we just want to see where the other shelf will be. And so let's try out some options. Okay, so the shelf is off, and then the end of that vertical line is at the end of the bottom bracket, and that piece of tape that it's running through is where we decided to put the shelf. So there's one shelf up, and we'll put the other one on. And here are both of the shelves up. Hi, buddy. Want some bread? Okay. So my very good friend sent me a gift today, and I just unpackaged it, but it's an olive tree, and it's not real, but it has these white LED lights, and it's so cute. I just love it. But what I did is I plugged it into the outlet that is connected to the light switch. So if I turn on the light switch, look, that's so beautiful. And an olive tree, it symbolizes success and vitality and cleansing and healing and peace, prosperity. So this is just such an absolutely lovely gift. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in the office or put it out in the main living area, but I think maybe the office. This could just be such a pretty light to turn on when you're coming in at night. Have this kind of light up the room enough and then put on the desk lamp. So it's absolutely lovely. I love it. So speaking of lighting, these are the components to my umbrella lights, and I'm superstitious, so I already went outside and then I opened the umbrella portion and then brought them back in. But I'm gonna assemble these now, and these are really useful for if I film videos at night. It looks darker than it is in the camera, and so when I turn these lights on, they bring the lighting of the room up to what I usually see. And that's only at night. During the day, I don't really use them. Well, I'm not sure what I'll do in this room, but in the old apartment, I did not. So we'll see, but I'll assemble these now and then put them to the right and the left of the camera and the ring light. So here's what the umbrella lights look like. They're big. And I'll show you with the lights turned on. And for now, just turn this off. This light is still on, but we'll just turn that off and it's coming together. So now let's go get the floor plants. I'm picturing a palm on one side and a banana leaf plant or a bird of paradise on the other. And here are the plants after bringing them in. So just a quick note about this. How beautiful is that color? And then I love that pot. So I have a thing for blue glazed pots, which you'll see but as I bring stuff in, but that one is just absolutely gorgeous. Now that the plants are in, Teddy, should we put your bed somewhere? Move this out. Teddy, you want your bed there? In the corner? Yeah? You want your bed in the corner? So there's different places in the room that I can put his bed, but I noticed that he's been lounging right in that corner for the last few days. So he's kind of chosen his spot. And also putting that plant right in front of his dog bed is kind of fun, I think, because he likes places that are kind of hidden where he feels camouflaged or hidden, but he can still see out. So it's kind of perfect positioning for what he likes. You like your bed there? And I have this now that I'm starting to bring things in. This is my external monitor, and then the arms, I can just put that on the desk right now. And there's the monitor arm, it's on. And I'm gonna keep it in the middle for now, but I can also move it to the right or up against the wall when I'm filming. But that is perfect. And I'll start bringing in some more things. So I've brought everything in that could potentially go on the shelves, and I'll give you a quick overview. So these are all the little plants that I have, and I'm not going to keep all of them in this room, but I thought I'd bring them all in just to kind of play around with them and see what looks the best. And this plant, this plant, this plant, this plant, and soon to be this plant, they're all from the same mother plant, which is this. So propagating is such an intimidating word, but it's so easy to do. And so you just clip the little clippings of plants and then put them in water until they grow roots, and then you can make all your own plants. And I'm a big fan of this, but I'll show you what the clippings look like when I put these on the shelf. And just so easy to do. Anyways, I have 2 pairs of bookends here. So one day I was at Home Goods and I saw these shimmering underneath the lights, and I thought they were so pretty, so I bought them. But lovely. Okay, I have a rose quartz lamp here, and then this was a gift from a client, and I helped him organize his home office, and he had the coolest home office full of trinkets like this. It was like a museum of his life and his travels. And so anyways, he gave me that as a gift when I left, and so that's meaningful. And then these are 3 kinds of lights to have that enchanting look, and I'll turn them on so we can see the difference, but there's big, medium, and small. And then I'll choose one when we hang them up. And then these are two pairs of wooden dolls, I guess, or statues. Anyways, they're family heirlooms. And if you've seen my studio apartment tour from my old apartment, I had those displayed, and then I also had these on my desk. But I'll try to find a place for them on the shelves here. These are books that I'm either currently reading or wanting to prioritize reading or want to keep in the office. And then these are things from my old desk. So my old desk had a drawer. And so those are either really important things or really useful things. And then this is a box that my mom gave me to safeguard for her. And so anyway, she said I could use whatever I want in there for decor, but we'll open that and take a look. I don't think I'll use anything from there, but maybe. And then these are either family pictures or personal pictures. So I don't think I'll use anything from there either, but maybe a photo or two. So anyways, here's the overview, and then I'll just put these books on the shelf now just to kind of clear some space. So now the books are on the bookshelf, and I'll just put the plants up there now too. I think now I'll put the house up there too. Here's what the shelves look like now. And here's what the table looks like. So we've put a considerable amount, cleared the table and put them onto the shelves. Let's take a look at these boxes now. So in this box, oh, this is a back scratcher. So I'll just show you. It's hard to do when I'm holding the phone. You can make it long or short, and then it's a cactus back scratcher. Kind of fun to keep at your desk. It was in my desk drawer, and I'll keep it here too. This is the external hard drive. So it's a backup hard drive, and I have another one that I've already been using that I already pulled out of this box. This is a remote for when I film, so I don't have to get up to push the record button every time if I stop start while I'm filming, and it gets kind of tedious. So anyways, that remote has been so handy. This is a tripod. This is a little stapler, guava color, so pretty. This I've had ever since I was a little kid, but I had all the comic books of Shonen Ashibe. It's like, I loved all the comic books when I was a kid. Let me open it. So inside is like just paper clips, and these are also a character I like when I was a kid, Chibi Maruko-chan. And then when I flew JAL, so Japan Airlines, when I was a kid, they used to give you, so these are like over 30 years old, or about probably. But anyways, they used to give you all the little stationery type things. And anyways, so it's fun, but I still use them. I still had them in my desk. They kind of just make me happy. My passports. So I keep the last expired one. Oh, actually, no, this is me when I was a kid. Grumpy. And then this is actually kind of pretty. Huh. Go there. I'll probably move that, but and then just a letter opener. So that's what's in the tin. Now for my mom's box. Okay, and in here, oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so I think I'm remembering what's kind of in this box, and there are a bunch of, that's so pretty too. How cute. I don't think I'll actually use anything in this box. I think they might be older, yeah. So, these are all like hand carved. So pretty. This doll here, I won't take it out because I think it's pretty old and fragile. But that doll, as well as this doll, my mom told me a story, and I'm pretty sure these are those two dolls. But basically, when my mom was a schoolgirl, she would walk by these dolls in a shop window every day. And I don't think she ever told my dad, or my grandfather, that she wanted them. Or maybe she did, I don't know. But anyway, she would walk by them every day in the shop window and wish for them. She liked them. And then one day she came home and my grandfather had gotten them for her. And she said back then they didn't have like that many toys. It was after World War II in Japan, so it was a tough time. And so she said those were her only two dolls growing up. And then she had like notepads and some other toys, but not much. And so these two were like her prized possessions. So anyways, I'll wrap her stuff up very carefully right now and then not use any of it. Except for maybe this. What is this? Oh, this is cool. Okay. Maybe this. So that is what it is. And then I would move the dolls away from the edge and find a different place for them, but it's like a backdrop. No, okay, so they don't really go with these dolls, but it could, and it's so cute. But I think no, I'll put this away as well, and then package up her items so that they're just nice and safe and secure. And as for the photos, there's a lot of photos in here. I think there might be enough on the shelves already. So maybe I'll add a photo at a later point, but for now, maybe we'll go do the lighting. This is me in the middle when I was a baby, and then these are my parents on the right and the left. So later on, I'll choose a photo or two and I'll put it on the shelf, but I think for now, let's go do the lights. So I'm playing around with the lights. So this is the larger of the three that I showed you earlier. I really like the warm white light that's emitting. That's so pretty. Then here's the smallest ones. Those are battery operated. So pretty. Then these are the medium-sized LEDs. And for some reason in the camera, they're flickering here, but when I look at them, not in the camera lens, they're not flickering at all. So that's interesting. Since this will be part of the background for the videos, I guess this one is out. And then it's one of these two, but I think this one. So let me just go ahead and hang these up, the largest of the three. And the lights are on the shelves, and I took some stuff off and then added a few books in and then moved some things around. So I'll probably play with it in the coming months just to get it quite right. But I really like how it is right now as well. And so let me just show you what it looks like with the lights on. And now for the desk and the things that go on it. So I brought in everything for the desk, and then I've already arranged it because it was really quick and easy to do. So I'll just show you what's on there and what I've brought in. So this trash bin for underneath the desk. And then this is a water bottle. This is a to-do bulletin board, or not bulletin board, it's a dry erase board. And I love this because I basically can put everything for the week that needs to be accomplished on there, and then I can cross it off as I finish them. And I love crossing things off. This is a lamp that my dad actually dropped off, and that's great because I don't have to buy a desk lamp. But I remember seeing this lamp on his desk when I was a teenager, and he brought it by because he's like, I don't know if you want it, but I do. And I love that because it's green and it matches the plants. So perfect for this room. Here's a plant. And this tin is like a tin from, it was like 99 cents at an after Christmas sale one year. And now this is going to come in so handy because I think I'm just gonna leave it on the desk. I found a few more things to go inside, such as tape, these Chinese medicine balls, I think that's what they're called, but they're great for like stress or just to move around in your hands. This is a really handy tool, and what it does is you take your SD card and you put it in there, and you can unload camera footage to your laptop. And it's just really quick. A lighter for my candles. So anyways, I'm gonna keep that on my desk. Then everything is in arm's reach that I use regularly. Then I have my Post-its, AirPods. This is origami. And then this, I told you I'd tell you about the clippings. Just move the monitor. So when you put clippings in water, basically, when you're propagating, you put the clippings in water and then you replace the water every couple of days so that there's enough oxygen in there. And then the plants, the clippings will start to grow roots. And once they do and the roots are long enough, you can plant them in soil and then you make your own baby plants. So these are pothos. It's like one of my favorite plants because they're heart-shaped and just such a pretty color. But those are really easy to propagate. And eventually I'll make some videos on propagation, but that's that. Then I have my pens, a rose quartz lamp. This is my planner, the pen, coffee and a coaster, my laptop, and this is a mercury candle. I love mercury candles for the warmth. They just look so pretty. And lastly, I have my work files there for my small business, my files for the book that I'm writing, and then the files for YouTube. And that's pretty much it for the desk. So I'll just give you a final state of the room, starting where we started earlier. And here's the shelves. I'll just take a seat. I hope that you enjoyed this video. There was so much footage that I condensed down, so I hope that it was enjoyable. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, could you please hit the like button, as it helps more people to find my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see videos on decluttering and wellness and home and some videos on writing, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.